How's everybody doing tonight? Chris Patille, aka your mortgage boss. We got Mortgage Monday, volume 58. Guys, I am truly blessed to be doing Mortgage Monday for 58 episodes. That means you guys haven't given up on me. You guys haven't lost hope or interest. So thank you for that. I'm here to kind of switch things around tonight a little bit. I wanted to go over some things that we have coming up with myself and the home team. And then I wanted to kind of switch things up and talk about what you guys want to hear on Mortgage Monday, what topics you may be interested in, whether it's in home ownership or refinancing or debt consolidation, or, you want to see what the market's doing. You want to know about different loan programs. You want to know about different fees associated with the loan. I want you guys to be able to tell me. I was sitting down thinking this morning, and I've been truly inspired lately with starting my YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know, I started my own YouTube channel about 2 weeks ago. I have 2 videos posted. One's just an introduction about me, talks about kind of what my goals are and what I think I bring to the table as far as a loan officer goes. And the next set of 9 videos that I've actually pre-recorded and already done are about the first-time home buying process. So I've got 9 individual videos, which I'll be uploading 1 a week. And what I've been doing is I've been uploading all this on Friday. So the next video this Friday is going to be about how to choose a mortgage lender and why it is a good idea to talk to 1, 2, maybe even 3 mortgage lenders to really break down the differences in fees, in interest rate, origination cost, style and personality of who you're dealing with. Do you want somebody that's doesn't really care about you, maybe a deadbeat, or do you want somebody that's really involved in the transaction and is going to take your hand and walk you through every step of the way? So that's going to be a great video. That's dropping this Friday on my YouTube channel, Christopher Patille on YouTube, aka the Mortgage Boss. But some of the things that I wanted to talk about today is, number one, we do have another event that my wife has signed up for, Katie. She has us over at Faithful Friends September 30th. So it is a 1-mile walk/run, and pets are welcome. So it costs $20 to register, and all the donations and proceeds go towards the care and all of the food for the animals at the shelter. My wife loves animals, loves them. If we could foster all the dogs and cats, my house would be a zoo, because that's just how much she cares. So I wanted to make sure that we put the home team powered by GSF behind that, and we will be sponsoring it. I'll be out there Sunday. We may bring our little puppy Bella. She might go out there and run around like crazy, but we do have that going on September 30th. So definitely something that everybody should try to come out if you can. Bring your dog. We're going to be hanging out for a little bit before and after. It'd be great to see everybody. The next thing I wanted to talk about is our networking event with Pennsylvania Business First. So we are going back to La Pina October 10th. I wasn't able to make the event personally, but everybody that I talked to said they had a fantastic time. The food was excellent, and everybody enjoyed themselves. I think the margaritas were top notch, so that always helps. But be sure to write that down. We're going to be the second Wednesday. Let me double check that so I'm not a liar. Second Wednesday in October is October 10th. So I hope to see everybody there for that. But let's get back to the fun stuff. I want some topics, guys. I want you guys to spit out some info in the comment section. What do you want to see on Mortgage Monday? What can I do to provide more value when it comes to buying a house? Maybe you got a question about, hey, Chris, how much money am I going to need, up front for when I buy a house? And that's kind of the whole point in my YouTube videos and my YouTube channel. I wanted to make it easier for you guys to gain access to the information. So if I do a separate video, if somebody says, hey, Chris, I want to know about the 10 commandments of buying a house, bam, I'm going to do a separate video directly to answer that question and to that point, and I'm going to upload that on YouTube. So that way, when somebody asks me that question, bam, I can copy a link, I can send it to you. It's kind of hard when you have to scroll through 58 episodes of Facebook, especially since it's going back now the last year and 2 months. It's kind of harder to find that information. And a lot of the information that I touched in the beginning of Mortgage Monday, which, really hammers down on like my core values, why I'm a loan officer, why I'm now a branch manager here at GSF Mortgage, why I hustle, all of that info is kind of hard to find. Hold on, I got a call. We're going to need that. Actually, hold on. Hey, John, can I give you a call back in about 10, 15 minutes, sir? Okay. No problem. I will be wrapping up what I'm doing probably about the next 5, 10, 15 minutes. I will give you a call back then. All right. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry, guys. A lot of times business does come first, and all my clients are extremely important to me. I'm always there. So going back to it, yeah, let's see some comments. What do you guys got? I got no comments tonight. Oh, I do. Whoa, hold on. Why can't I see the comments? There they are. I don't know what I just did. All my comments were gone, and now they're back. All right. Hey, my boy. Mother, that is not a comment. That is saying hello. Let's see. On the loan, I'm in. Jordan, Sonia, what's up, guys? Where can I get that hat? So, Sonia, awesome question, sweetheart. So this hat, we actually started a softball team where a lot of our loan officers here and a lot of our friends, we actually joined a softball team in Newcastle. So we are the Hustlers, and we had 2 games yesterday. Don't ask me the outcome because I'm still a little sore about that one. But yeah. Let's see what David Finale says. As a real estate agent, I use Chris Patille as my LO. A buyer says he can't get a better rate from another LO. How does a real estate agent handle that objection and get that to you? David, fantastic question, buddy. So what I always recommend, if you're a real estate agent out there, you come across an issue where you may be seeing a higher interest rate on a pre-approval. The way that I would try to float that out there is, look, I have many different lenders, or maybe I have 1 or 2 lenders that I work with regularly. I trust these people on a professional relationship and a personal relationship as well, because I know they have the best interest of my client at heart. Would you allow your client to get cross-qualified by my lender? I know a lot of times he comes in with lower rates than what you're showing me on that pre-approval. So it may be a chance to get your client actually a lower monthly payment, or maybe they're going to get a lower interest rate. Maybe they're going to get more settlement help from that lender. But there's going to be a lot of things that they're going to be able to do. So, David, that is a fantastic question. And I am going to write that down because I do want to do a video on that. We're going to talk about some rate objections and how to move that around. Awesome job, David. I appreciate that, my friend. I'm going to try to go back up through the comments since my comment thinger was not working. I apologize about that. Jordan Morgan, what's up, brother? Matt Sutton, Josh Rank, Pedro, Matt Wallace, Gina. Both Ginas. So that's awesome, man. I love that. And, that's a great thing. So that will be a new YouTube video coming out. Thank you, David Finale. And this is perfect because this shows me, and it doesn't just have to be somebody buying a house that wants to find out more information. I've gone into offices and spoken to real estate agents on, hey, can you get us more up to speed on what are some things we can look for as far as the mortgage goes when we're working on, shopping around for houses. So I know, hey, the taxes are drastically different on that side. That's going to make your payment go up. There's a lot of different things that I can do to help educate everybody out there on the process to make it as seamless and as easygoing as possible. So let's see, write some ideas that you should see. Life of a mortgage boss. Go Birds. There you go, Gina. So what's up, Jonathan Ant? How are you, my friend? But this is, and it doesn't just have to be ideas. Like, you could want to come on Mortgage Monday because you have a point to get across. Maybe it doesn't always have to be mortgage related. 9 times out of 10, I can get something to relate to a first-time home buyer, somebody that may have just bought a home, somebody that may be looking to buy a home, somebody that may have been in their home for 10, 15, 20 years. It doesn't always have to be, hey, this is the exact mortgage laws, or this is the exact, way interest rates work. It can be a topic about anything, and anybody can request to come on Mortgage Monday as a co-host. that's something that I always enjoy having others on as well, because I think it gives the viewers a chance to see the other side of things. And hey, here's how that person does business. I've had other loan officers on here before with other companies, because I think it's great to have a different perception on how others handle things. So, that's something that I would be interested in doing again. Let me see. Let me go back through everything. I don't know why it's not auto loading. Have you seen appraisals come in high or low recently? Oh, you want to hear about the one today? Okay, I'll tell you. So I had an appraisal come in today, and it was $3,500 low, which is kind of weird. And okay, so just to preface this, it's on a refinance. So it came in about $3,500 light, which isn't too horrible. We still have a deal there. And that's been happening, I would say, a little bit. I've had, I want to say 7 or 8 appraisals all year come in low. We have had a bunch that are actually coming in over the signed purchase price. So that is definitely something that we are seeing. Everybody's thinking right now, the market is so inflated value-wise that appraisers have been cracking down. And granted, I would say that is true to a degree. We have been seeing a lot of, offers that are coming in over ask, 5, 10, 15,000. I saw one last week come in $25,000 over ask. And everybody's saying, how is that going to appraise? Is an appraiser going to sign off on that and be able to, find comps for that? Perfect example. My house just hit the MLS today. So very excited about that. I've already taken four calls. One of the calls from one of the local realtors, they said, Chris, how did you come up with your number? And I said, well, I ran comps in the area. I had an appraisal done about 1.5 years ago, which I know, of course, isn't accurate today, but it gave me the information I need to come up with a basis on how I adjusted my value. I know there's a shortage of Cape Cods and ranchers in Newcastle County. So I know that my house might be worth a little bit more than that. The amount of money and effort that I put into that house may be worth a little bit more than that. But it's always good to see, how the appraisal market is reacting. And what I actually told the real estate agent, I said, hey, if the house comes in lower than what the purchase price is, I'll sell it lower than what the purchase price is. I'm not the one that says, here's the value of the home. That's in the hands of the appraiser. So that is definitely important. And have you seen appraisals come in? Sonia, most of the times they come in right where they need to be. But unfortunately, these days, I have seen a couple that have come in low, and then I've even seen a couple that come in high. So the variance there is, pretty crazy, but it does happen, I guess. All right, I'm gonna try to load these comments again because it's not showing me new ones. Did that work? Yep. Check out Paige Elizabeth. How are you, sweetheart? My boy Q, what up, Patille? I like you working, connecting with people about mortgages. Q, it is all about the connections, my friend. One thing I've learned in this business, that's why I love networking so much. That's why, we try to put on networking events, and I go to a lot of networking events because you always meet people there, and you never know how that one person may take you to a different side of your business that you never saw before, or may take you to a different level, or may meet you, or may just meet somebody and, hey, maybe that's a new employer, maybe that's a new colleague, maybe that's going to be somebody that you want to work with in the near future. It's so great to see how connections have paid out. Perfect example, my boy Tim McMullen's on here. Tim is one of my fantastic homeowners insurance, I shouldn't say homeowners, one of my fantastic insurance agents with Goosehead. Unfortunately, Angela won those Eagles tickets and I didn't, and I'm still deeply upset about that. But at the same time, he's still a great referral source that I have met. And, I let my clients reach out and say, hey, if they need homeowners insurance, I got a guy named Tim, and he's always there to help out, which is fantastic. But it's all about who you know. And I want to be at a point in my career where I'm that guy that people turn to when they need to know somebody or when they need to find somebody. We use Facebook every day for that. And, we needed somebody to come out and cut some of our hay in our backyard, and bam, people were able to connect us. And it's all about connections. And I think that's very huge. I'm actually going to do a video on connections. Awesome job. Connections Relationships. That's another big one. I was doing training on Friday, and we were talking about the connection between a real estate agent, a financial advisor, loan officer, homeowners insurance person, just having that tight sphere, and how important that relationship is, and how important it is to nurture that relationship. And that's something that I find truly important. I am honored and blessed to have all the relationships that I do in my business, and I would fight for any single one of those people because I find value in them, and I thoroughly enjoy doing business with them. That's why we're in a business relationship, and that's why we work together. So I think that is definitely another video, and I think that really helps our clients. When they see the relationship there between a loan officer and the real estate agent, and they see how great they work together, I think it makes everything easier, and it makes it feel, a little bit less stressed, and it's almost to a friendly nature, not just, oh, this is such a structured, business relationship. And I like to have fun with it. I mean, I'm a crazy guy sometimes. It's not always about the work. It's about the value that you can bring to these people, and that's definitely huge. So what other ideas do you guys have? Let's see. Jeremy Richardson, hustle, 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 hard. Yeah. Let's see. Check out my boy Jake Lipton just jumped on. Bobby Wachowski, Brian Brown, my dude. Brian Brown was one of my ace pitchers yesterday, man. Brian is a huge leader on our softball team, and my man was killing it yesterday. Thanks, brother. Yeah, so what else you guys got? Let's see. Topics you want to hear about on mortgage. Jason Mattingly, as a new loan officer, what is the single most important thing you must do in order to be successful the first 3 months? Jason, I think the answer to that is very simple, and that's customer service. If your customer service is on point and you're working with a client and you tell them, hey, I'm going to give you a call at 5 p.m. to go over your loan details. That doesn't mean you call them at 5:07. That doesn't mean you call them at 5:30. That means you are on the dot. You are prepared. You are ready to take that call. Now, granted, I completely understand life happens, but the majority of the time you want to be on top of that. Or if you're not going to be able to make that call, you want to reach out to them and just let them know, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, I'm running about 5 to 6 minutes late. Is it okay if I call you at 5:05? I just didn't want you to think that I forgot about you. The reason I took that phone call is because that is a loan that is closing in the next, what day are we in? Today's the 15th. No, it's not. Today's the 17th. Closing in the next 14 days. And I got to be sure that client knows that, hey, I am still in the office. I'm still working. I got 3 contracts accepted today. I'm going to be in the office till about 12 o'clock at night. But the biggest thing to me is service. If your clients can enjoy you and understand you and respect and like you, and what I mean by that is if you can blend with your clients and you can build that rapport up front. Rapport is huge. And I feel like a lot of people in this industry are just so hell-bent and so exhausted and, just maybe to the point where that really doesn't matter to them anymore, that they don't have great rapport. It's not always about, hey, let's find out what that client's interests are. It's, hey, fill out my pre-approval application real quick and I'll let you know. And granted, I am the first one to talk to people and find out, hey, is it easier if I send you to my website so you can start the application, or would you like to do that over the phone? Do you want to come into my office and sit down and go over that? A lot of people want that face-to-face interaction. I got to do a first-time homebuyer seminar last Wednesday with Andrea Harrington and her team. And afterwards, I got to sit down with people that wanted to go through an application together. That I find to be, the best way to start a relationship out there is because I can sit down and I can go over your questions and I can answer those things that you've been wondering about the process. And I'm right there with my computer to show you all the numbers, to show you how it's going to work out, to review your credit. Building that rapport up front is huge. And that's what makes the difference from a customer that's going to stay with you till their, first purchase, second refinance, till they sell their home and they get their next home and they come back to you for a for a pre-approval. That separates the difference there. And I think that is huge. So Jason, to go back to your question, I think building rapport upfront is huge. Having a great customer service background. Of course, you want to have, attractive interest rates and loan programs and things like that. But the number one thing I would tell you to be successful is to be sure to come across your clients and to let them feel the love of your job. Everybody I talk to, it could be for 5 minutes, it could be for an hour and a half. They know I am batshit crazy about mortgages, and I can't help that. That's just in my DNA. That's in my blood. That's why I don't get bummed out if, one thing at work doesn't go my way, because I'll find another way to get it to work. I come across obstacles day in and day out. And it's not about, just sitting there getting down and butthurt about yourself. It's about getting up, breathing a little bit, let your mind clear, and how am I going to fix it? And I think, that's what's something that's got a lot of loan officers stuck these days as well. They're getting beat up in underwriting. I heard of a story 2 weeks ago where they told one of my fellow real estate agents that they're clear to close, and it had been 10 days and they were still waiting on it. So the last time I checked, I'm clear to close, I got that email right there, and I'm like, bam, CTC, baby, let's go. Let's get this scheduled. Let's get this closed. So, that's why we've been offering our SOS program. Hey, if you are a real estate agent in need and your lender has not gotten back to you in 10 to 14 days and they're giving you the runaround, call me. I got loan programs that I can close in 11 days. If you already have the appraisal done and all the title work, piece of cake. I can switch all of that over, instantly. So, definitely something to think about. But Jason, I hope that answers your question, my friend. Let's see if I can see some more comments. Dan Rappa, check out my boy Dan Rappa. Sharon Patille, maybe you could talk about refinancing. When is it good to do, etc. That is a great question, mother. A good time to do refinancing. Number one, if you're looking to just keep it simple and you just want to lower your interest rate, normally anytime there's a significant benefit there, I would normally say a half point to a point, depending on the situation. Whether you've been in the mortgage 8 years already, you want to go back to a 30 to drop that monthly payment, definitely a good time. A lot of times people want to refinance is around a couple things: schooling, home repairs, savings, putting money aside for vacations, or just debt consolidation. Me, for example, I need new windows in my house. I bought a house that had busted windows. It's unfortunate, but the next time I refinance, I'm going to take out some more money on my home equity loan so I can get those windows repaired. A lot of clients, may have credit card debt, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40,000. It's completely fine. The equity in your home you're going to pay interest on in the 4 to 5 percentile range beats the hell out of paying 28, 29, 30% on a credit card. That's an excellent time to refinance. Other times people just want to get out money. They see what the Fed is doing to the interest rates. They see the market is going up. They see the 10-year bond is dancing at 3. They know that we're not going to be able to get that money cheap forever. So a lot of my clients are just taking out money, stuffing it in savings, waiting for a rainy day, and just having that protection there, which I think is huge. I'm thirsty. I'm back. Mom, I hope that answered your question. Check out my girl Autumn. Let's see what you got. For the first-time homebuyer program, that's supposed to help you with the closing costs, correct? I've heard you basically owed the bank at the end of your loan. Is that true, or how does that work? So Autumn, first thing, the first-time homebuyer program, if you're in Newcastle County and you're a first-time homebuyer in an eligible location, you will receive a break on the county transfer tax. So the law that just passed, I guess I shouldn't say a law. The regulation that just passed, I think it was August 17th, just states that you will now also receive a break on the state transfer tax. So number one, if you're a first-time home buyer buying in Newcastle County, you will receive a deduction of your total transfer tax, which means less money out of your pocket, lower amount of closing costs. Always helps. The first-time home buyer program, for example, Delaware State Housing Authority. We are a new and approved Delaware State Housing Authority lender because we hustle. And what that has to do, so you can borrow 2, 3, 4, 5% of the purchase price of your home, and you can put that towards your down payment. So if you're an FHA buyer, right, you're putting 3.5% down. You can take out a Delaware State Housing Authority first-time home buyer program loan for the 4% to put towards your 3.5% down. Of course, the other 0.5 goes towards your closing costs. Now, Autumn, that is an interest-only loan that you are taking out, but you do not have to make payments on it. So what happens when you go to sell your house, when you go to refinance your home, at that point, Delaware State Housing Authority would say, hey, we would like to get paid off. So I know, for example, when I bought my house, I took out the $8,000, I think it was the small program back then, because I needed settlement help myself. And what happened when I refinanced my home, I included that $8,000 into the loan itself, got them paid off, and I was good to go. So to answer your question, technically it does have to get paid off. Either if you're in the house for 30 years, you can start paying off it then. But most people, the average American, refinances or sells their house every 5 to 7 years. So during those 2 times, that's when you would be able to pay that off. So I hope that helps. And if you have any other questions, Autumn, you just give me a holler. All right. I can't tell if there's any more comments. It's freezing up on me again. Let's just put a smiley out there. This thing is wicked slow. I hope you guys can hear me. Wicked slow. Yeah. Erica Bader, Tyreek, Robert, what is up, guys? Barry Ziegler, there's my boy. Brian Thomas Salick, what's up, bro? So, guys, I hope I gave you a lot of information tonight. But seriously, though, shoot me a message. Write a comment on here afterwards. What do you guys want to have answered for you? The questions that you have 9 times out of 10, probably 10 times out of 10, somebody else also has that same question. Therefore, by you asking it, you're not just helping yourself. You're not just educating yourself. You're educating others as well. Because I will do a video about it. I will do another Mortgage Monday about it. I will have another guest on Mortgage Monday about it so we can talk about that question, so we can go over it, so we can find out that answer to help you make this crazy process of buying a home just a little bit sooner. So I thank all of you for coming out tonight. I really, really appreciate it. If you haven't gone on YouTube yet, please find me, Christopher Patille. Subscribe so you guys see my videos. I'll be dropping my new video this Friday, and I hope you guys have a kick-ass week. I got some more work to do. And don't forget to be about that mortgage boss.